Kyrie Irving.
Now I'm a fan of that dude.
I'm a
massive fan.
Here's the thing. I pride myself on being a person that can separate the person from their artistry or their craft, their talent from the ignorance they might put out.
100%.
Kyrie Irving came out and said that he believed that the world was flat. He even went as far as questioning it with the New York Times reporter. Okay. Since then, he at the time he was 26, so a little grace, right? Young, ignorant, hindsight's 2020. But at that time he was 26, and later he came out and was like, he read something and he realizes that he should keep intimate conversations or intellectual conversations or those type of questions. I mean, conversations that could incite, public outrage to a select few, to a small, which basically means, keep that stupid to yourself, okay? Keep that stupid to yourself. Draymond Green, one point, was asked about it. He didn't admit to being a flat earther, but he did admit that Kyrie Irving does a lot of research.
Yeah.
He's a really smart person.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, if you just Google Kyrie and then conspiracy theories, there's a list.
There's a list.
It's not just flat Earth. There's a couple of things.
Yeah.
He's also
skeptical
a
couple books that he's went on record as kind of reading or promoting, not intentionally but intentionally. Hot topic.
Yeah.
Maybe he's setting himself up for a reality show after Sports Ball.
Absolutely.
Yes, that could be what it is.
He's certainly not going to be a commentator. Allegedly.
So with that, all of that from the celebrities, people keeping it going, giving it a little push.
Yeah.
It's enough to stay relevant in the public eye and topics of conversations. But I mean, at the end of the day, science. Science. Granted that the globe doesn't depict just how big Africa truly is. I will say that. There is no globe that has an actual depiction of how big Africa is on the real globe scale.
It looks to be slightly bigger all around than South America.
Yeah, it looks to be just a little bit big. In reality, it's way bigger than that.
Truly?
Africa is more than 3 times the size of the United States. As a matter of fact, if you pulled up the actual size of Africa as a continent, you could fit China, the United States, India, China Part 2, which is you have to break it off, Eastern Europe, Italy, Germany, France, and Spain, and Japan, all inside of Africa's, the whole continent as itself.
It's massive.
It is ridiculously big. Wow. Full of resources. Full of wealth, full of culture, full of knowledge, full of history. Yeah. Fully not represented on the globe.
No.
It's so massive, bro.
No idea.
Yeah. Big as hell, man.
I really didn't know that.
But getting on the flat earthers, man, they've been around for a while. And it really got kicked back up in 1984. A guy by the name of Thomas Dolby. Now, this is a English synth pop musician, and he put out an album called The Flat Earth. His second studio album came out February 10th, 1984, a month before I was born. Okay. So he put out this album, and this guy named Daniel Shenton. Here's the album. I was like, oh my God. This is it. This is speaking to me. This is everything I needed to know to go forth and just confuse and up the public's perception of what Earth is.